Hello students, I am Ravinder Yadav, your math expert at Dabad Academy. Today we will discuss a very crucial chapter, speed, time and distance. This chapter is very useful for those who is preparing All India Sainik School Entrance Exam 2024. Before start this chapter, I hope you all aware and practice the chapter measurement. I recommend you to open your notebook and make notes. So let's start today's session, speed, time and distance. Okay, important terms and their definition. First, speed. What is a speed? Speed is defined as the distance traveled by an object in per unit time. And speed is generally noted as or denoted as kilometer per hour and meter per second. We can clearly see here the rate at which an object moves. The rate at which an object moves usually expressed in meter per second or kilometer per hour, or we simply say speed equals to distance covered by an object in per unit time. For example, running race, riding bicycle, swimming, all are the example of speed. Let's move to the next slide. That is distance. What is a distance? The total length of the path traveled by an object. कि any path जो भी किसी object के द्वारा travel किया जाता है उस path की length होती है distance. For example, this is a point A and a point B, and a car travel from A point to B point. Let this way they take the path, then the length of this path from A point to B point, that is distance. Then the third important term, that is time. Time is the duration between two events or movements. कि एक event start हुआ and when it's end, that duration is time. For example, just like you start reading at 4 o'clock and at 5 o'clock, it means the duration is 1 hour. That is the time. Then the important formula is speed. The formula of speed is distance upon time. Then distance formula equals to speed into time, and time formula is distance upon speed. I recommend you to write down all the formulas and you can pause this video. Then we have our first question, that is, if Saharan runs 200 meter in 40 seconds, what is her speed? Let's suppose if Sahara runs 200 meter, it means distance is 200 meter and time that is was also given, that is 40 second, and we already know the formula of speed, that is distance upon time. We have distance 200 meter and time is 40 second. 10 cancel by 10, 4 1 ja 4, 4 5 ja 20, that is 5 meter per second. This is our speed. Distance in meter, time in second, that's why the speed is in meter per second. Then our second question is, if a car travels 240 km in 4 hours, then what is its speed? Then we have distance, that is 240 kilometer, and we have time, that is 4 hours. Then we already know the formula of speed, that is equals to distance upon time, and we have the distance is 240 and time is 4. Then 4 1 ja 4, 4 6 ja 24 and 0 का 0, that is equals to 60 km per hour. These all questions are basics but very important to learn the formula. Just note it down. Okay, important information on measurement, because we use here speed conversions and also distance conversion and time conversion. So I give you a recap of chapter measurement. As you can see in the screen, 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter, 1 meter equals to 1 by 1000 kilometer, 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. In 1 hour there are 60 minutes, in 1 minute there are 1 by 60 hour, in 1 hour 3600 seconds, and in 1 second there are 1 by 3600 hour. So our first question on speed conversion, that is, we have speed in kilometer per hour but we change it into meter per second. Okay, here we have 36 kilometer per hour in speed, so we can write it as 36 kilometer and 1 hour. And in previous page we see that if we convert into meter, that we can multiply it by 1000, and if we convert 1 hour into second, that is 3600 second. If we cut 20 by 20, 2 5 ja 10 and 2 18 ja 36, 18 1 ja 18, 18 2 ja 36 and 5 2 ja 10, that is 10 meter per second. Or I give you direct formula where you can do it. If we see here, that is 5, that by 18, it means if we convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, then you simply multiply the speed by 5 by 18. In the same way, if you want to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour, then we have 15 meter per second, that is written as 15 meter by 1 second. If we want to change meter into kilometer, we simply divide it by 1000. So that is equals to 15 by 1000 upon 1 by 3600. So in fraction we already read that fraction divide a fraction, then closure term will multiply and outer term also multiply to each other. That is equals to 5 into 3600 divided by 1000. 20 cancel by 20, 5 2 ja 10, 5 3 ja 15, 2 1 ja 2, 2 18 ja 36, then 18 3 ja 54 kilometer per hour. It means we can change the speed kilometer per hour into meter per second and meter per second into kilometer per hour. If we want to change speed kilometer per hour into the meter per second, then you have simply multiply it by 5 by 18. If you want to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour, you can simply multiply it by 18 by 5. And these questions are for you to practice. Let's move forward to the word problem. First question, Jamal runs at a speed of 8 meter per second and how many kilometer per hour is he running? So we simply convert it meter per second into kilometer per hour. Okay, we have speed, that is 8 meter per second. If we wants to convert into kilometer per hour, we simply multiply it 18 by 5. 18 5 ja 144 divided by 5 kilometer per hour. You can see that's very easy questions if you know the tricks. If you want to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour, you can simply multiply it 18 by 5, that is equals to 144 divided by 5. This question is for you. Practice, take a screenshot and then solve it, or you can pause the video, then you solve it and comment the answer in the comment box. Okay. Then second question is, Raj rides his bike with a constant speed of 30 km per hour. How long will he takes to ride a distance of 28 km per hour? कि जो राज है वो एक कांस्टेंट स्पीड से ट्रेवल कर रहा है, दैट इज स्पीड इक्वल्स टू 13 किलोमीटर पर आवर एंड ही कवर्ड अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ 28 किलोमीटर. 28 kilometer per hour, and we have to find time, and we all know the formula of time, that is distance divided by speed. And we can clearly see here distance is 28 kilometer and time is 13, that is equals to 18 by 30 hour the time Raj takes. In this type of question you have clearly see that here is kilometer and here is kilometer, otherwise you will change the distance or you can change the speed in same unit. Okay, let's move to the next question, that is okay. Ram rides his bike with a constant speed of 8 km per hour. How far can he travels in 4 hours 40 minutes? First we have clearly see we have speed, that is 8 km per hour, and time is 4 hours 40 minutes. So we can clearly see speed in hour, so we can convert this time into hour. So we can simply convert it into divided by 60, that 0 to 0, 2 to the 4, 2 3 the 6, that is equals to 2 4 2 3, that equals to 60, that is equals to 14 by 3 hour. Now we have to find distance, and the formula of distance is speed into time. We can clearly see we have speed, that is 8 km and time is 14 by 3, that equals to 112 by 3 km. This is your right answer. Just note it down, then we move forward. Now we have very crucial question at the point of view exam. A train passes a pole in 19 seconds if the length of the train is 190 meter. What is the speed of the train in meter per second? So first we have to find speed, and second in it must be in meter per second. So first we have time, that is 90 second. Then we have length of the train, that is equals to 190 meter, and we have to find speed. Let me give a example, that let's suppose this is the pole and this is the train. If this train started from this point, is this cross? No. At this point train is still crossing, and at this point the train is crosses the pole. So we can clearly see the distance traveled by the train is equals to the length of the train, कि जितनी लेंथ ट्रेन की है वो सेम डिस्टेंस कवर की गई है ट्रेन के द्वारा. Let me give you one example like this. There is a train here and this is the pole. Let's suppose it has look like this, and we have the length of the train is 190 meter. Then this train start traveling here, and in next step it must be on here. Then distance travel from this point to this point is equals to the train. It means that is 190 meter. We can clearly see in this type of question, if train crosses a pole, train crosses a boy, and a train crosses a man, in all these cases the distance traveled by train is equals to the length of the train. It means the length of the train is distance in itself. It means the distance equals to 190 meter. So now we have to find speed, and we all know the speed, that is equals to distance upon time. and we have distance that is 190 meter, and we have time that is 90. Then 19 1 ja 19, 19 10 ja 100, 190, that is 10 meter per second. So your speed is in meter per second, that is 10 meter per second. You can note it down. Then we move forward to the next question. So the next question was also same on train and pole. In 20 सेकेंड अ ट्रेन क्रॉसेज अ पोल, कि जो 20 सेकेंड के अंदर एक ट्रेन है जो एक पोल को क्रॉस करती है. देन व्हाट इज द स्पीड ऑफ ट्रेन इन मीटर्स पर सेकेंड इफ द लेंथ ऑफ ट्रेन इज 100 मीटर. So first we have time that is 20 seconds. So we can write it here that we have time equals to 20 second. Now we have the length of train, and in previous question we already discussed that length of the train is the distance itself traveled by the train. It means जो length of the train है और distance travel by the train है, that was also equal. Distance traveled, that is equals to 100 meter. Now we have to find speed, and we all know the formula of speed, that is distance upon time, and we have distance that is 100 meter, and we have speed that is 20 meter. Then 20 1 ja 20 and 25 ja 100, that is 5 meter per second. Now from the solving these two questions you can clearly idea the main point is the distance traveled by the train, and that was the trick. The length of the train is that itself distance traveled by the train. So whenever a train crosses a pole, then it's clear the distance travel is equals to the length of the train. Then note it down. And the next question is, okay, next question is a train 120 meter long passes a pole in 15 सेकेंड. एक ट्रेन है जिसकी लेंथ 120 मीटर है एंड ही पासिज अ पोल इन 15 सेकेंड. वो एक पोल को क्रॉस करने में या पास करने में 15 सेकेंड लेती है. देन व्हाट इज द स्पीड ऑफ द ट्रेन इन किलोमीटर पर आवर. तो हमें फाइंड करनी है ट्रेन की स्पीड इन किलोमीटर पर आवर. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट दिस क्वेश्चन. सो व्हाट वी हैव द लेंथ ऑफ ट्रेन, एंड वी नो लेंथ ऑफ द ट्रेन is equals to the distance traveled by the train itself. So we have length of train, or we can say we have distance that is 120 meter. Now we have time that is 15 second, and we all know the formula of speed, that is equals to distance upon time, and we can clearly see distance is 120 and time is 15. When we cut it down, that is equals to 15 8 ja 120 meter per second. This is our speed, but the point is he wants the speed in kilometer per hour, but here is speed in meter per second. So we have to change speed into kilometer per hour. So we have to change speed meter per second into kilometer per hour, that is equals to, convert simply by multiplying 18 by 5. So we have to change 8 into 18 by 5, that is equals to 144 by 5 kilometer per hour. You can change it into decimal also. Just note it down, and I hope you make the note that very useful for entrance exam. Okay, let's move to the next question. A train passes a pole in 30 seconds. If the speed of the train is 72 km per hour, then what is the length of the train? So here we have to find length of the train. So let's start this question. Then we have time that is 30 seconds. and we have the speed of the train that is equals to 72 kilometer per hour. But this question is a little trick, that here time is in second and here speed time in hours. So we have to change it into meter per second, because we want the distance in meter also, and we all know how to change kilometer per hour into meter per second by simply multiply it by 5 by 18. Then 18 1 is 18, 18 4 is 72, and 5 4 is 20. It means we change the speed into meter per second, that is 20 meter per second. Now we have to find length of the train, and we already know when a train crosses a pole, crosses a boy and crosses a man, then the distance traveled by the train is itself is the length of the train. So we have to find here distance. So distance equals to speed into time, and here speed is 20 meter and time is 30 seconds, that is equals to 600 meter, or we can say the length of the train is equals to 600 meter. Note it down. Then the next question is, okay, this question was based on train and bridge. Whenever we have the question that a train crosses a bridge, a train crosses a platform, in this case we have to find distance that is equals to the sum of length of train and length of the platform or length of the bridge. So first we have to find distance. Let length of the train, that is equals to 150 meter. Now in next question, length of the platform, that is 250 meter. Now the distance is, I already explained, the distance is sum of length of train and length of platform, that is 400 meter. But why we sum it, that's the question. So I will make a rough diagram here, but before diagram I will explain you just by taking example of two objects. Let this is the platform and this is the train. Then train is crossing the platform this way, you can clearly see, and it's crossing and it's still not crossing. Now the train is crossed the platform. Now you can clearly see train start from this point and at this point, then it travels the length of the platform and its travel equals to the length of itself, that is equals to 400 meter. Let I will make a rough diagram for you that you can easily understood it. That is train, that is 150 meter long. This is the platform, that is 250 meter long, and the train start from this point. Now train is crossing and reach this point, and train cross the platform. Now train start from this point and end at this point. So the distance between this A point to end point B, that is equals to 250 plus 150 meter, that is 400 meter. Now next is we have time, that is 24 seconds, and we all know the formula of speed, that is equals to distance upon time, and we have distance is 400 meter and time is 600. Both number is divisible by 8, 8 3 is 24, 8 5 is 40 and 0 ka 0, that is 50 meter, 50 by 3 meter per second. Just note it down as the next type, and this is very crucial question. Let's move forward to the next question, that is the next question. A train passes a bridge in 36 seconds if the length of the train is 180 meter and the length of the bridge is 220 meter. Then what is the speed of the train in kilometer per hour? Here we have distance in meter, time in second, but we have to calculate speed in kilometer per hour. So let's start this question. First we have a train passes a bridge in 36 seconds. It means we have time. So we have time is equals to 36 seconds. Next is distance, and we already do how to find distance in previous question. That is equals to the sum of length of the train and length of the bridge, that is 220 and 120, that is equals to 400 meter. Now we have find the speed, that is equals to distance upon time, and we have distance is 400 meter and time is 36, and both number is divisible by 9, both number is divisible by 4, that 4 9s are 36, that equals to 100 by 9 meter per second. Now we have to clear meter per second into kilometer per hour, and we know we simply multiply it 18 by 5. So when we change meter per second into kilometer per second, we simply multiply it 18 by 5. Then 5 1 5, 5 2 10, 0 का 0, 9 1 9, 9 2 18, that is equals to 40 kilometer per hour. Let's recap the question. The time is 36 seconds. We have distance, and we find the distance by simply multiply the length of the train and the length of the bridge, that is equals to 400 meter. Now we simply put the formula, and we have the speed in meter per second, but we have to change the speed into kilometer per hour. So we simply multiply it 18 by 5, and the answer is 40 kilometer per hour. Then the next question is a train 120 meter long. So we have length of the train, that is 160 meter. Now we have the speed, that is 72 kilometer. Okay, we have the length of train, that is 120 meter long. So first we have length of train, that is 120 meter, and it crosses a bridge of length bridge, that is equals to 160 meter. Then we all know the distance is equals to the length of the bridge plus the length of train, that is equals to 120 plus 160 meter, that equals to 280 meter. The next is we have speed, that is 72 kilometer per hour, and we have speed, that is 72 kilometer per hour. We have to change it into meter per second. So distance and the speed equals to 72, and we simply multiply it by 5 by 18. Then 18 1 18, 18 4 20, then 5 4 20 meter per second. And here we have to find what is the time taken by the train in minutes. This is the crucial point. We have to change the time in minute. So we already know the formula of time, that is equals to distance upon speed. So we have distance is 280 meter and time means speed is 20. Then 10 10, 2 1 2, 2 1 2, 2 4 18, that is 14 second, and we have to change second into minute. So we simply divide it by 60, that is equals to 40 by 60, and both number is divisible by 2. Then 2 7 are 14, 2 30 are 60, that equals to 7 by 30 minute, and this is your right answer. Okay, in this chapter we cover speed, time, distance chapter by type wise question and the unit conversion, how we can find the speed in meter per second, how we can change it kilometer per hour, how we find time and change into other units, how we change distance in another unit, and how we can change and why we change. And the next most crucial question on pole and bridge, that is where we have to find distance. In both type of question, when a train crosses a pole, at that time the distance traveled by the train is the length of the train itself, and whenever a train cross a platform, that is equals to the sum of length of the train and the length of the platform, that is equals to the distance traveled by the train itself. So I hope this lecture is very useful for you, and the question we left, you have to do it and comment your answer in the comment box, and also comment the best part of this lecture.